Good morning. Welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy for Thursday, the 27th of October. I want to say August, October 2022. This is your morning message tarot reading. I just wanted to check something. I know from the UK it's tomorrow. I was just checking, it's tomorrow morning. Some places in the world, you've got Jupiter retrograding into Pisces today, but here for us in the UK, it doesn't happen until tomorrow morning. So I was just thinking, I'm sure there's something else I haven't written down, but that's it. It doesn't happen here till tomorrow. But we do have some stuff going on. We have the moon starting off the day in Scorpio. It's going to trine with Neptune and then sextile Pluto before entering Sagittarius and forming a trine with Jupiter. And then we also have Mercury completing the final of the three air grand trines when it forms a trine to Mars, and then later on in the day forms a square to Pluto. So a finish of that triad of energies, the Sun, Venus and Mercury all following each other to make the grand air trine with Saturn and then Mars, and then finishing off with I got right itchy nose with a square to Pluto. So that's been quite big energies for the last few weeks in October, and it's bringing that to a conclusion and completion today, as they then move on with their business. Move on with their business in the sky, aspecting and transiting all over the shop. Okay. I'm in one of those moods, but yay, it's better than being down. So what does all that mean, Sarah? So you could be dissolving boundaries that leads to transformation and then fiery expansion in an area of your life. This could be around communication or information, around taking actions. So sort of old stuck positions of, this is how we're going to do things and this is what works and this doesn't, and those dissolving and transforming into new ways of doing things that allow expansion. And the square to Pluto could be the final decision making, ready to springboard with all the energies, everything we've worked through, the people coming in, the ideas and everything, and now it's like the final, right, all that's come through and now I'm ready to step forward. That's today's energies from my perspective. Let's do some cards and see what they have to say. So we're going to have the Wisdom of the Oracle, and then we've got the Wild Unknown Tarot as well. So what do we need to know for today, Thursday the 27th of October 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, so let's see. Oh, decision time, fork in the road. What was I saying about that Mercury square Pluto, making the final decision, which way you're going to go? With serendipity. Serendipity sort of came out yesterday with one of the Gaia cards, thinking of you. Okay. So here it is again. Oh. And then not for you. So you might make a decision, think you made the right decision, get all peaceful about it, and then it's like, no, that's not for you. Often if we get not for you, it means that there's something better for us further down the road. So don't panic. Let's do some tarot and see what the tarot has to say about the matter. Or maybe, you know, sort of you're not sure which way to go still. And leaving it for serendipity to show you the right way. And obviously the way not to go. So, right, what do we need to know for today? The Thursday the 27th of October 2022. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, let's see. Where do we find us? That's Ace of Swords. Making a decision. Okay. With the Ten of Cups. Nice. The Father of Wands. Two of Cups. Mother of Swords. Son of Wands. Father of Swords. Hanged Man. With the Two of Wands and Father of Cups. So what's that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 kings. What we don't have is the King of Pentacles. We do have the Daughter of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God. And the Ace of Cups. And the Nine of Cups. Oh my God. And Strength. Whew. Considering something's not for you. There's an awful lot of stuff going on that does seem to be for you. Okay. Maybe, I've just had a thought, maybe you're worried that something isn't for you, when actually it is. You know, a bit of self-doubt, or, oh, I would like to do that, I don't know if I can. So it could be that energy as well. Oh God, I could never go out and do that type of thing. Yeah, put some punctuation in that. Oh, I could never go out and do that. Or thinking something, you know, thinking that about yourself. Oh no, I can't do that. So it may be yourself that's thinking it's not for you. Okay, because the reading is actually sort of, we've got three aces. We've got 3 kings. But we've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. What we haven't got is the Ace of Wands. We have the Father of Wands, we have the Father of Swords, and we have the Father of Cups. So we don't have the Father of Pentacles. We have the Son of Wands, and we have the Daughter of Pentacles. And we have the 9 and 10 of Cups, and the Mother of Swords. And you know, really nice energies. So yeah, maybe it's your own self-doubt about this, decided that fork in the road, or, you know, indecision. Maybe you're afraid to take a decision in case it's the wrong decision. Personally, I don't think there ever are any wrong decisions if you sort of just trust, go with what feels right. If it's not the right way, then something will happen to guide you back onto the right way. It's doing that rather than being stuck at the crossroads and indecision is, I always think that's a better option. Do something type of thing. Anyway, I'm aware that I'm rambling today. Just pull myself back in. Okay, so where we find ourselves. The Ace of Swords, the gift of cosmic clarity, the truth, understanding the truth. When the truth comes through, you know, so it blows everything away. And it's, aha, now I see, now I know. Okay. And that could have come from being emotionally balanced. And we've got the Ten of Cups here, the Happy Ever After card. The completion of a cycle that's led us to be in a happy place. For me, I follow the pagan year, so Samhain is the end of the year for me. And in the last, what day we're on for? The last week or so, the dark of the moon cycle, I've just really been reflecting on this past year, where I was this time last year, what the year's been like, what I've learned, what I've discovered, the friends and connections that I've made, how far I've travelled on my journey, and actually I'm finishing the year up in the place of the Ten of Cups and expressing my gratitude and my thanks and the wonderful journey, which isn't to say it's always been easy. It's not so, oh yeah, it's been great, it's easy. It hasn't. It's been peaks and troughs, and it's been all over the place, and I've pushed myself, sometimes a bit too far, worn myself out, but all in all, I feel like sort of, you know, that I'm ending the year in the place of the Ten of Cups, a happy ever after. It's like if I had no idea where the year was going to lead me, and I've just gone with the flow, made the decisions, overcome the not for you of, you know, launching a YouTube channel. I've launched an online course. So yeah, last year, the completion of the year was launching this channel. And one of my goals for this year was to launch an online course, and I've actually achieved that. And I just learned so much more. But both things have been a bit overcoming the, oh no, not for you. So I think I was on Sunday on the course I was talking about. Last year, 2 weeks before I was due to launch, lost my phone. Had to wait a week to get a new phone. It's like a new phone. I've got to work out how to work it all and everything, because I use it for recording my videos and things. And it's like, I think sort of I did actually meet my aims of, I'm launching on the 31st of October 2021. And I finished uploading my very first video at 11:45 p.m. on the 31st of October 2021. So I did it. Perfectly imperfect and really proper shonky around the edges and things like that. But I did it. I overcame oh, that's not for you. You can't do that. And then this year with the online course, it was going really great. I did all the promotions and everything. Actually recruited loads of people to the free webinar. A surprising lot for the size of my audience. And did the free webinar, sent out the videos and everything. And then in the 2 weeks when I should have been chasing it up and doing all the promotion, and you know, and I had loads of places and loads of office people that I could promote it on their sites, I was ill. Couldn't do my videos, my brain wouldn't work to do the posts or anything, and my heart just wasn't in it. My heart was in getting myself well. And so I saw that as another, oh, that's not for you. You can't do that. Oh, people who want to do that. Pushed through and launched. So, you know, sometimes it can be your own doubting voice that is the, oh no, that's not for you. You don't want to be doing that. And you might be at a crossroads, sort of half believing that story and thinking, oh, dare I? What if people don't like it? What if people don't like me? And sometimes you just have to step out and do it, and just see where you land. I don't believe there's any such thing as failure. It's all learning on the journey. So yeah, just step out and do it. I've done it. Both things I've done in the most shonky, long-winded way, not knowing all the tools and all the shortcuts and things like that, nothing set up. But I've since that information, that knowing has come in, and it's now sort of over November, December, January, the winter tide, retreating into myself and doing sort of all the hidden stuff below the surface. I'm going to be planning, I'm going to be learning, teaching myself how to use all the tools that make it easier, thinking about new programs and things like that, and who I want to be when I emerge, who I am when I emerge in the springtime with more offers and things like that, and I take things to the next step. So yeah, sometimes you just have to choose the path, make a decision, go down one road or the other, and go for it. I tend to be the sort of person that if I don't do something, if I'm at a crossroads and I don't make the decision and I stay stuck somewhere, that I would never be able to forgive myself for that. It's like, it's sort of when I took redundancy from teaching and things like that, it was like, I know if I don't take this leap of faith into the abyss, this job's going to kill me. And so, yeah, again, taking another leap of faith, being the fool, and just, right, let's do it and let's see where it goes. And even when I did that, I didn't know I was going to end up here. And likewise, you look back on the journeys and you can see where you've been led, and you just keep trusting, and you stay in a place of serendipity, and you just keep taking the next step and the next decision. You just trust your instinct and your gut, and you take that next turn in, and you just keep going. And then when you come into concluding the year and you look back and go, oh, actually, I have got a happy ever after out of all this. It's been great. Who'd have thought it? Because it's been a bit chaotic, and sort of, I thought at the end of August, after bank holiday, I'd come back in, racing in, do gonna do this, gonna do that. No, universe says no. Broken toe. I had to kept it raised for a good month or more, and in that month, what I was going to do, I could see that wasn't the right thing to do. That wasn't for me, and came back into myself, and yeah, the right opportunities with the right people to help me and mentor me and everything, we came to the right direction. And all the things I was able to revisit and go over, and it's like, oh right, that and that, and I just made sense of so much stuff, that I'm now ready to step into the new year and be able to put all those things that I've learned. I've got the time and the energy and everything to put those in place. And because I just went out and launched the program, it's like, I've done that now. Now I can settle into working out sort of all the planning and the proper way of doing it. Whereas if I'd been thinking about sort of my 3-month plans and what I do, how to do that and what I want to do that, and I don't know how that program works, or is this the right platform, and I was still waiting to launch, I wouldn't have this sense of happy ever after. I'd be sort of thinking, what are you procrastinating about? Why? It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get out and do it. We can improve, we can perfect, we can get things better from what we learned for this time. So sometimes, yeah, you just have to make that decision and go with it. And the universe will work everything out with you afterwards. That was a bit of a meander. That was probably about 10 minutes of a meander, I think. I apologise for that. Anyway, so our emotional happy ever after, our foundation, the King of Wands. When we do this, we step into our power. We connect into ourselves. We see that we can achieve these things, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And it's like, oh my God, yeah, I did that. And that sense of self builds us and is worth, I don't know, a million of other people telling you you've done well. Okay, because we're our worst critics, aren't we? Always we're our worst critics. We see all the shonkiness and everything that we do. But going out and doing it, you just, it's like, bloody hell, I did that. Okay, and then you've got something to build on. It's like, oh, yes, that you feel that power within you. And when we do that, then the universe goes, oh, well, hi. Let's work together. Okay, the Two of Cups. You work in relationship, in co-creation with the universe. Okay, the Two of Cups for me very rarely is about forming a relationship with another person. For me, it's either the inner masculine and feminine coming together, or, as in today, this just screams at me, co-creation with the universe. You were brave enough, you took the step, the universe was paying attention, went, aha, you've done it, right, now I'm going to come in and support you. It always waits for us to take the first step to show that we're willing, and then it goes, oh, come on then, I'm going to help you now. But while we're hesitating and going, I don't know if I dare, oh, I don't know if it's for me, that's not for me, then it will just, it's out there waiting for us. It's waiting for us to be ready. And you take that step into your power, and it sees that you're ready, and it, oh, hello, let's co-create. Okay, and then we're moving into the Queen of Wands. Once we've done it, then we can bring in the discernment of going, okay, so that bit worked, that needs amending and things. Okay, we can change that. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, I've got all this together. What's a better way of doing that? And we did the discernment and the focus, and the don't need that comes in. We become the Queen of Swords. We might not literally take someone's head off, but we may be taking the head off the old critical voices on our shoulders going, that's not for you. Swing. That voice isn't there anymore. We overcome. Okay. I feel proper rambly today. There's a lot coming through. So then the clarifiers, we've got the Son of Wands. It gives us passion. It gives us intensity. We can see that we can do it. When we overcome something, it fires us up so much. It's like, oh, that was possible. I did it. And it gives us clarity. It gives us focus. It gives us direction of, well, if I can do this, then I can do more. And part of the doing it is also sort of to be able to critique yourself without getting critical. So watching yourself back on videos or things, looking at what worked, what didn't work. Oh, wasn't quite right that. For next time, we're going to change that. Okay, and we start looking at things at different perspectives. We can see the sacrifice we made. The Hanged Man came out yesterday as well. So we could be being held in a bit of suspended animation while we get the clarity, while we experience all this. And also in the last few days of this year, we don't actually step into the new year, if you follow the pagan new year, until we get into November. And then there's a bit of a portal that we go through between Samhain, which is a common time to celebrate that midpoint between the 31st of October, which is the common time to celebrate Samhain, through to the 7th of November, which is actually when the sun's at 15 degrees of Scorpio, which is midpoint between autumn equinox and winter solstice. So I always see that first week of November as a sort of in-between portal between sort of when we commonly celebrate Samhain and when astrologically it is. So it's like being like in the underworld, or when the veil's thin for that whole week. Okay, and we can communicate with the ancestors and with spirit and things like that. So, that suspended animation, and this year when we pop out the other side, we've got a lunar eclipse in Taurus, a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 8th of November. Sorry for wobbling the camera, I'm getting a bit carried away here. So yeah, we're in a bit of suspended animation, making decisions, serendipity, and then we're looking at our options going forward. Okay, I've achieved this, I've got my happy ever after. What are the opportunities and the openings and the potential for the next stage? Okay, so yeah, setting intentions for the next year as well. Or starting to think about that. I wouldn't, personally, I won't be setting out my stuff until I get to the full moon lunar eclipse on the 8th, because I will be sort of in the shadows, in the in-between part, until I step into the new year fully. Keeping emotionally balanced, the King of Cups, having, I say, control of my, I don't like the word control of emotions, being comfortable in my emotions, being comfortable in the in-between stage. I love that this is a black swan for the King of Cups. With it being Scorpio season, we're embracing our shadow sides and things like that. I don't normally see the King of Cups like that, or the Father of Cups like that, but just right now, embrace your shadow side. We're learning something new. The Page of Pentacles, or the Daughter of Pentacles, within the Scorpio season, within the thinning of the veil time, within the dark of the moon, within eclipse season, there's an opportunity to learn something new, to bring something new to the surface, which leads to a new opportunity, a new beginning at the start of the new year, etc. Coming and starting it from a heart-centered place, being really connected into it, filling your cup up first, filling you up. That's another thing that you can do in this in-between time until we get to the full moon lunar eclipse, is emotionally fill yourself up and everything. While you're down there in the emotional quagmire of Scorpio, remember to take time to fill yourself up with divine love and inspiration. And then as we do that, we get to the Nine of Cups, the emotional wish card. This is setting our intentions out for the next year. Okay. But we don't know where we want to go until we've explored everything. And, you know, there's no rush. We don't have to do it on the day, on the 31st or the 1st of November. You know, we take our time. We don't, you know, there will be part of me that will be setting intentions at the new moon in Sagittarius, because that's when we come out of eclipse season, and that's when the Sagittarius energy is about launching our new intentions and aspirations to the stars. What's important is we know what it is we want to launch first. We do the work to know what we want to launch, and then we come into our strength, infinity, the lion, our lion-hearted self, with the King of Wands. You know, we are that strength, that power is within us, and that's one of the big things of this Scorpio solar eclipse season. Okay, so that was a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day. Maybe watch this video back again if you need to. I know there's quite a lot to take in. It's like when you get in that headspace, when the messages are just coming through, you just have to go with it. So yeah, I hope it resonates for you. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.